Welcome to Lagos Update on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This program highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. I'm Adeola Akindele. In the highlights of the program today, Lagos State Government launches pilot phase of Digital Addressing System Identifier Project. This and more after this time out. We'll begin today with this story. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has commended the courage, professionalism and service of fire responders with a call for collaboration from citizens and every stakeholder to enhance preparedness and mitigate fire incidents, emergencies across the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this at the opening of the second edition of Lagos International Fire Safety Conference held at Victoria Island with the theme Leveraging Technology and Community Engagement to Prevent Fires. The governor pledged his administration's commitment to deploying smart technology, exploring current trends and innovation, ensuring active community participation through traditional rulers, community development councils, and associations.
And all of this is to ensure that our goal is to make every person in Lagos know how to spot a potential fire hazard, know how to smell when your environment is not safe enough, and know how to prevent a fire, how to stay safe, and how to help others. And I think these are some of the things that we need to take away.
Earlier, in his welcome address, Commissioner for Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, Olugbenga Oyerinde, noted that the conference was not just for fire responders alone, but a shared mandate for individuals, communities, private sector to learn latest strategies and best practices for fire management and prevention to build a state that is safe and secure for all.
To our same stakeholders, both physical and virtual, I encourage you to fully participate on learn outdated practices, learn new approaches, and relearn essential principles. Let us collaborate, share insights, and build on each other expertise.
The Director, Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service, Margaret Adeshaye, while giving the activity reports for 2024, said 1,952 fire rescue and related issues were recorded, while 117.12 billion naira worth of property was saved.
Fire safety is not just all about equipment. It is about people, and the best fire fought is the one prevented.
Stakeholders at the event, including traditional rulers, fire safety experts, applauded Governor Sanwo-Olu's administration for its commitment to risk reduction, emergency preparedness, and fire incident reduction, especially in line with the Themes Plus agenda on security and governance. The conference attracted lawmakers, top government officials, Fire Safety Equipment Dealers Association, participants from Congo, Egypt, Tanzania, Togo, United States, United Kingdom, China, Slovenia, the Philippines. Other stakeholders joined the conference to synergize on conversations around fire safety. Also, during the week, the Lagos State Government unveiled the pilot phase of its innovative identifier project, a comprehensive digital addressing system designed to streamline geographic house numbering and street naming across the state. The project, which will kick off in Ikeja next week, was unveiled by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu at the Nigerian Land Titling Registration and Documentation Program, organized by the Lagos State Office of Electronic Geographic Information System, EGIS, and Urban Development in conjunction with the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. Speaking during the display of the house numbering plates, Governor Sanwo-Olu said the project is aimed at providing a unique digital identity to every property, enhancing navigation, service delivery, and overall urban management.
This one is really more around ensuring that if you can get, an address of a property, every information, that is needed on that property, they always can access it. And
Governor Sanwo-Olu commended the federal government for the Renewed Hope Agenda initiative to unlock the economic power of land, saying electronic land documentation is the only way forward to reduce physical interference and build a future where land rights are secured. Also speaking, the special advisor to the governor on Electronic Geographic Information System and Urban Development, Olajide Babatunde, said Lagos State government is committed to the identifier project embedded with QR codes and local government's specific color codes for easy identification. Babatunde said the digital house numbering system project is a significant step towards modernizing Lagos infrastructure and improving the quality of life of its residents.
So it's a continuous process. We will not stop until we number every house in Lagos. In Ikeja district where we are starting, we have over 23,000 properties in Ikeja alone. And the plan, if you talk to Lalu standing by my side, is to finish that whole project. You understand, the 23,000 in about 2 months. And then we move to the next local government.
Speaking earlier, the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, who announced plans to improve land title to 50% in the next 10 years as part of the efforts to unlock the economic power of land in Nigeria, said over 97% of land in Nigeria is not formally titled, limiting its use as collateral for loans and its value in property transactions. Dangiwa noted that the initiative is aimed at modernizing land administration and making land a viable asset for wealth creation, house delivery, and inclusive growth, noting that states will retain full control over land administration. Away from that story, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has called for strict adherence to all building codes and regulations to curb collapsed building incidences across the country. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this at a one-day sensitization program on incessant building collapse in Nigeria and launch of the Lagos Certified Structural Integrity Program (CSIP), organized by the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development in collaboration with the state government. Governor Sanwo-Olu commended the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development for its foresight and commitment in organizing the program in collaboration with the Lagos State government.
All of this, our stakeholder engagement and our proactive actions is taking a proper line and is beginning to have impact. The ripple effects when it happens is always far-reaching. Fatalities, injuries, and loss of property is not what any government will fold its hand and see happen. Lagos is a city of ambition and it has rapid growth. But with growth comes the duty to ensure that the safety of life and property is paramount. That is why we must move from reactive responses to proactive strategies.
In a keynote address, Minister of Housing and Urban Development Ahmed Dangiwa, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Shuaib Begore, noted that the administration of President Bola Tinubu is committed to ensuring that safety and structural integrity become non-negotiable principles in Nigeria's building sector. In his welcome address, Permanent Secretary, Office of Urban Development, Bolahon Oki, noted that in Lagos, the Sanwo-Olu administration has taken bold steps in line with the Themes Plus agenda to strengthen building control, enhance compliance, and deploy technology in monitoring and enforcement from the certified structural intelligence.
Safety is not the work of government alone. It demands partnership between policymakers, regulators, professional bodies, developers, and the community we serve. This workshop brings all of us into the same room to share knowledge, align strategy, and strengthen our resolve to prevent avoidable tragedy.
Special Advisor to the Governor on Electronic Geographic Information System, EGIS, and Urban Development, Olajide Babatunde, said the state government is committed to building a resilient city while putting measures in place to stem the tide of incidences of collapsed building, with the reintroduction of regular inspection of construction sites to ensure the right materials are used.
From today, the Honorable Minister through the Permanent Secretary, you started an initiative across Nigeria. This is something that we embrace in Lagos. We've been doing this for a number of years.
The event attracted stakeholders from the built industry, including Association of Iron Benders, professional plumbers, building material dealers, developers, among others. And finally, on the program today, Lagos State Government has assured its residents of provision of adequate infrastructure that will enhance quality service delivery at all levels. Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat gave the assurance during a virtual session of Citizen Gate 2.0, a civic engagement platform tagged Sensitization on Volunteerism, the power of community in action. Hamzat also urged residents to become champions of their respective communities towards enlightening people about the activities of the government. According to the Deputy Governor, in 2024 alone, about 7.8 million patients visited Lagos General Hospitals, with the Orile Agege General Hospital recording about 32% of its patients as residents of Ogun State, stressing that it is important for Lagosians to know various levels of services being rendered by the government.
So, 7.8 million people went to those general hospitals. Now, that's not the... So, somebody can go to the hospital once or twice in a year. So I'm not talking about the number of visits. I'm talking about the number of human beings that actually go to this hospital. So what does that mean? What that means is that even with the inadequacies that we all talk about our hospital, enormous amount of people are actually receiving service from those hospitals. So the question that we have is, okay, how do we make sure that those 7.8 million people, or 8 million, it might be 9 million next year, I don't know. How do we make sure that all of them get the best service?
Special Advisor to the Governor on Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement, Tajuddin Afolabi, emphasized the need for the active participation of citizens in governance.
It is a laudable program. It is an installation program on how to get to the grassroots, to the community. There should always be feedback mechanisms. What are the government doing? How will it get to the community? How will it get to the grassroots? Who interprets what we are doing? Ours is a responsive and responsible government.
One of the volunteers at the event, Yemise Ransom Kuti, commended the state government for initiating the engagement that would bring people closer to governance.
This program is one of the most important programs that Lagos State can organize in partnership with civil society, because if you want to grow a democracy, civic engagement with the citizens is the cornerstone of it. Because in a democracy, citizens are the powerhouse.
Other stakeholders at the event lauded the initiative, which according to them would scale up democratic values, grassroots participation, and good governance. And with that story, we conclude this week's edition of Lagos Update, a program that highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM live on My Lagos app for timely updates. Thanks to my producer, Babatunde Akinyemi, and studio engineer, Ayodeji Toyon, with the support of the social media team. The executive producer is Tayo Akunle. I'm Adeola Akindele. Next week is another date. Stay blessed and stay safe.